Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for another episode of our daily stock market insights. Today is March 22nd, 2022, 11:29 p.m. So I am going to cover the market performance for March 21st. Right, I'd like to first, take this up. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everyone. If this is the first time you're watching my video, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. At the same time, I highly encourage that you drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts, or if there are stocks you'd like me to review. Drop it in the comment section because I prioritize those in the next day's video, like for this like this one for instance. So Renato sent hi Miss Jaydee, requesting RLC, RCR, which both suddenly went higher today. All right, let's check that out. Teresa, PureGold, and RCR, thanks for subscribing, by the way. YX said thank you. Harvey said a JFC. Okay, so I think well, I'll cover that as well. I'm just waiting for MBT dividend on March 31st. Yeah. MBT has a scheduled dividend. Can I ask for GMA7 as well? Okay, let me do that. So I will include that. So we'll work from the first one who requested, then we work our way up. All right, so thank you guys for those people who drop a comment. Thanks for taking the time, and the rest, let me know your thoughts if these videos are really helping you, or for whatever insights you can get out of these videos. Let me know your thoughts, or if you know something, maybe you can drop a comment too, so that we can learn from you as well. Okay, so let's first talk about the index. Now we are sitting at the 7,000 level finally. Well, actually, we had a slight dip because we were already at the 7,500 at one point. I'm on a weekly chart here, so I'm just trying to clearly see an area where we could possibly bounce, because we have been retracing for the past how many weeks now. Okay, so at the moment, looking back, because if I go on a daily chart, it's a bit noisy in terms of price action. So looking at this, I see a possible support around the 6,901 level. So it is an area, therefore it could be slightly higher or lower. Now, if you are to ask me why did I say that, one, because you have this long wick over here, right? I cannot use this because it's way down below, so we have to first understand the nearest one. So at one point, this long wick today dropped at around 6,890, and I looked to the left. I also had several weeks whereby price has been consolidating in this area, so that served as a support. Now look further to the left, you have this over here, and a slight overshoot though in this area, but you have several weeks as well, 1, 2, 3 weeks where that area has been respected. So if you're going to look to the daily chart, this is how it'll pan out. So chances are volatility will take its course, and probably within the week there will be a chance where you'll have sideways 6,890 then before it takes off. But at this point, we are already very near a support area. Now let's try to understand how these stocks that you guys have requested are performing, and then probably if you have enough time, I can check out the other stocks as well. So let me first talk about GMA7 and MBT. GMA7, in the context of dividend play, this is one of the very well-known stock that consistently gives out very attractive dividend, right? So, for instance, this one, back in 2021, April of 2021, okay, it gave us a 1.35, and back then it was just 8, let's say around 8 peso level. So 1.35 divided by, let's say you got it at 8, That was a good 16%. 16.8% dividend yield for just a year. How much more if you were able to enter in this stock really way below that? So that means this one is really going to give you a very attractive dividend yield. However, right now it's already on the expensive side. So if you want to stay on it long term, then that's fine. But if you are just going to trade this, maybe position trading or momentum trade, I would have to say we are very near a profit taking level. Okay, so just take note of that. So this area, if for those people who are interested to get in, this is a long term, in a long term perspective. But if you are trading it, profit taking, this is currently in the resistance level. So I'd say using my profile, because I'm more of a position trader, mid to long term investor, I'd say I'd wait for a pullback and then take advantage of those dips, and that's where I buy. Because right now I think this is already on the expensive side. Okay, this is a resistance area. Now let's take a look at MBT. MBT, okay, this one looks good to me because one, this is our support area. We've been moving within this range. At the same time, now we've seen a green candlestick, but the reason why I'm plotting it at 52.29 is because I feel that there is still going to be volatility or high volatility that will happen in the coming days, giving you a chance very near the 52.29. Because look at this, volume is still not picking up. It's halfway there. The average is right over here if you see the cloud. So even if there's green today, chances are profit taking will still happen. So maybe it'll dip halfway or even at 52.29 because this is the support I see at the moment. So nothing to rush because MBT is MBT. It's a big company, and so the moment it drops, take advantage of that. And right now the nearest I can see is around 52.29 being the support. Okay, used to be a resistance right here as well. So I think there's a strong support over here. So for today there was foreign selling, and despite that we managed to go green. So nearest resistance is your MA20. So just take advantage of that in case there's an opportunity. There's dividend as well. March 14th was the X date. We are just waiting for it to release the payment on the 31st of March. Okay, so for those people who have this in their portfolio, just wait and see. You just have to wait, and you'll have that in your account soon. The next is so we're done with GMA7 and MBT. We go check out JFC. JFC, like MBT, this is also in my portfolio. Okay, so Harvey said, I think he was referring to 213 here. Yeah, it broke the previous support, and you're right. So the previous support I can see was 213. Ito nga. Yeah, you're right. Around this area. So na broken na siya. And we're still triggering the lower band. Okay, so this is the dip that we would like to take advantage. Okay, so here we're almost near oversold. Okay, let's go weekly chart so we can have a much better view. So it's also triggering the lower band. It broke this. So chances are the nearest I can see would be around this level. Yeah, dito. So don't be scared if and don't feel bad if I wish for this to go even lower, guys. Because really, we want to take advantage of this drop because this is a very good company, and if we are able to get in at a lower price, then all good for us, because when it recovers, then it's going to be very profitable. It's just the market sentiment right now is really on a bearish side. So just know that when it drops, there will also be days when it recovers. And so let's first monitor the 186 area, because on a weekly chart, this is the nearest support I can see, because you have this support over here that used to be a resistance, support again here, and some consolidation that happened right here. So it triggers down below here. So chances are it will revisit that area, because there were so many days whereby that price, we see a story each time that price is hit. So yeah, and we're not at the oversold level yet. So let us say on that day it touches this area. Don't get in yet. Wait for that green candlestick to come out somewhere in that level, and then hopefully it is supported by volume. Then that's a perfect entry. In the meantime, please continue to remind me. Put this in your request. Drop a comment. Let me know that you want this so that we can monitor the price movement. See this? Support, oh, support. So really, there's a big chance that it'll revisit that. I just do not know how long it takes. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes only days. Okay, so that is for our JFC. Just put this in your watch list. Don't take action as of yet. Don't enter yet because it's still moving down. Next is PGOLD and RCR. PGOLD, okay, PGOLD, we ended red today. However, we are currently moving sideways and we're very near that support area. At the same time, if you look at the RSI, we're starting to move up, and that would mean buying sentiment is already starting to pick up. It's just a sentiment, but volume-wise, there's no volume yet. See this? So it would be nice if we see the same pattern in our RSI, that a good spike in the volume, and then the candlestick is green. Then that's the time I can say, okay, it's time to buy. At this point, you just have to monitor this, because we could still go sideways in the next few days. But RSI, among those 4 points in our checklist, RSI is just giving me a start of recovery. Bullish divergence, volume, candlestick near a support. That's a perfect one. Next is RCR. RCR. Okay, so this, let's try to dissect this. Okay, one, we have officially bounced at the support area. This is just a day's worth of performance 4.06. But one thing you need to take note of, okay, so let's try to check, because this was your lowest point, right? This is still sideways, and we go refer to this one. Okay, so see this, your RSI is already moving up, so that's nice. Number 2, there's green candlestick, so that's another good one. However, we have to take note that there is a potential rejection that will happen very near your MA20 line. So chances are people could be taking profit, not unless we start to probably go gap up tomorrow and cross that MA20 line and start higher than MA20. Then that's a different story. Continuation or breakout of the downtrend is over at that point. But mind you guys, look at the volume right now. There wasn't really much volume with 4% gain in just a day in the Philippine market. That's already impressive. But there's no volume. And then there's foreign selling. So chances are there's a big possibility that profit taking can happen, and it will even revisit the 7.11. So I will still continue to plot it at 7.11, because there could be a possibility. I see a big possibility that it could revisit that once again. Notice what happened here. 2 days of green, and then when it reached the MA20 line, we got rejected, and then 2 days worth of good performance was negated by just a 1 day worth of decline, because there's not much volume. So meaning your uptrend is not sustained. Okay, so that is the same story I see right here. But between this day and this day, I think the longer that we have moved in a sideways direction. At this point, given how many days now, we're very near that breakout of the downtrend really, really soon, provided we don't break the 7.11 as our support. Okay, so if you want, you can probably enter your order very near 7.11. And that's for RCR. Next is, did I talk about RLC? Not yet. Okay. RLC, this is, well, 20. So 20.5 was your 52-week high. This used to be a resistance, and half of today's candlestick is already breaking out of that. So this could be a possible breakout play. Resistance here as well, and then a third point here. Then we're starting to trigger that. This is what I like. See this? Kind of flat volume for the past how many days, and all of a sudden we see that spike in the volume. There's increase in the volume. Foreign buying happened. So I am thinking there's a big possibility that we could go gap up, but don't quote me on that. Okay, it could happen, but definitely we could start above the 20 peso level, and then just monitor this, because there's a big chance that intraday it could drop up to 20 pesos, and then that could be your entry point. Okay, so this is a possible breakout play that will happen tomorrow and in the days to come. So it's nice because this has been moving, in a gradual movement. The trajectory that we have here is going up. So I think we have more price action or price movement on the upside in the coming days for this stock. Please fill me in. I am not able to read all the news that we have here, all the disclosure. So if I may have missed anything related to this stock or the stocks that I'm discussing, please drop a comment. Let us know, because that will really help. Because an effective trade or investing really is a balance of fundamentals and technicals, and I'm just only able to provide one, and that's technicals. Sometimes I get to read some updates, so that's when I add, but most of the time I really need your help. If you are aware of some of the news around these stocks, then that will be a game changer. Okay, so RLC, so that's our view. We're about to break out of this resistance with some nice volume here in foreign buying. So I am on the bullish side. Next stock is, oh, yun na siya. Okay, let me check out Dito. My Dito. Okay, Dito, we got rejected here at the MA20 line. So, chill lang. This is giving us a lot of opportunities to accumulate at around the 5 peso level, very near the 5 peso area. We're only at 522, so there will be volatility. Definitely wicks can happen touching 5 peso area, and that for me is already a good support level. And if you want to place your order, place it at 5 and then just monitor it. My take here, go ahead and do test buys for long-term investing. This stock is going to be very profitable in the years to come. What you can do right now, those are just trades, minimal gains, small percentages. But in the future, if you want to stay long here, with longer horizon, then that's where the money is. 5 peso at this point is our support. Okay, let's check out the other stocks. Okay, I think that's it for now. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know some other stocks you'd like me to review. I really want to prioritize. Even though if there's only 1 or 2 people requesting, I base my discussion first on those requests, and then I add a few more. In the meantime, guys, thanks always for supporting Miss Jaydee. Every day you come visit my channel, it's a heartwarming experience. It feels good that somehow I I become part of your journey. Sometimes helpful, sometimes just a source of entertainment. I don't really mind. But yeah, you're very welcome here, and thank you once again. In the meantime, bye bye for now, and good luck in your trades tomorrow.